We're out here in the garden today. We're going to just dedicate the whole day here on Mother's Day to the garden. A lot of prep too for seed. We're going to plant some seed as well. We've still got some things going on right now. We got some greens that we're harvesting that we planted a while back. We got some peas, some snow peas that look like they're getting ready to start producing and all. So we got a lot of work going on here. I'll show you what we're doing. There's a berry. I can't remember what kind of berry, like a raspberry or a blueberry, I believe. Plant that I just planted. And there's a pretty sad looking one there. Hopefully that thing will get better. And there's the grapes that I've had for 3 years now. See if maybe we can get some grapes this year. And here's some stuff I just planted from starters. But this whole trench here is full of peppers. And there's a couple tomatoes in there, but it's mostly peppers. And that's all the way down. That's a trench right there. And then I went to digging holes right here and planting seed in them. So I got some jalapenos and some bell peppers, then some cilantro I planted over here. We got some that are starting to grow, and then eggplant. We got greens right here, microgreens, just all kinds kind of mixed in. Some here that we can harvest now. I like putting them in my omelet in the morning. They're great in the omelet. Got a bunch coming up here. And then there's my onions. Looks like they're going to seed right now. That's from last year that I planted all those. Of course, we keep our traps over here because the rodents will just eat these things down to the dirt overnight. They're just gone. Got some fruit trees. Thinking these fruit trees, I'm gonna spend some time trying to do the pollination thing and all that. We gotta get better at doing that. Amber's stuff's already growing. There's the snow peas. They're just growing like crazy. But yeah, she's got all kinds of stuff going on. Calls it bottomless bucket gardening. And it's cool because it blocks the wind off, keeps the moisture in, keeps the rodents out, which is a huge thing. Yeah, the rodents can't crawl up and over the top of that. They just slip and slide with their little claws and they can't quite get up in there. So they work really good. She's got all kinds of tomatoes. Hers are really going. Yeah, hers, as when they were starters, they started doing really good in the house, and now they're starting to come out of the shock stage from getting transplanted out here. So she's gonna have some tomatoes pretty early on. She's got some pepper plants. Man, she's got all kinds of stuff going on here. Now, over here where Gomer's at, she's digging some more holes to do more planting. And she's got all these for the raised beds, growing stuff in here. She's got these long ones, and she just got these and put these out here yesterday. Let's see what she's got going on here. That's pretty cool. We'll have to figure out a way to tie that down, because boy, if the winds hit that, the winds that we get, that whole thing will be in the next county. Yeah, we got a good start going here, especially Amber, man. She's really doing good. There's a couple of lazy dogs over here. And this poor plant, the goats ate it all up when it wasn't in the garden area. So I transplanted over here. So maybe it'll take off and do pretty good here because the goats can't get in here. Got a much better fence. They don't even try to get in here. So just gotta make sure our dogs are chasing the cows away. But check out this tree, this apricot. This is a new one that I just planted here. So yeah, we plan on getting a couple more either this year or next year. And over here, I planted some seed, some sage and spearmint. Get some herb stuff going on. There's where I do some mixing dirt for the plants. I just get the compost out of the composter there, put it in the dirt, mix some of that sandy soil all up, and then try to make up some good dirt. So what I'm doing here is I'm digging out these holes that I used last year. Digging all this dirt out of the holes, kind of turning the dirt over. And before I put the dirt back in, I'm getting straw and then some of the dried up old vegetation from last year and throwing that down in the bottom because it's just hard clay that we have around here and you're trying to break up that clay. So we dig these holes down into that hard clay and we keep reusing them same holes every year. We just turn the dirt over and add a little cow manure and straw, goat manure, stuff like that. Make up our own compost from vegetable cuttings and all, and it works pretty good. We had a really good crop last year, so we're hoping to even do better this year. We've got our irrigation system out with all the little emitters. Take you around the garden a little bit and see them. These seeds hadn't germinated yet, but they will soon, in the next 2 weeks for sure, I bet. Yeah, it's a lot of work getting the irrigation all in place, but once you do, you save a lot of time.